I've worn the Oura Ring every single day for an entire year. Through hard training blocks, bad sleep, stress, moving, travel, every cycle. And I didn't wear it because it's a good fitness tracker. Because between you and me, I don't think it is. It's completely changed how I think about sleep, recovery, my cycle, my relationship with alcohol, and even just plain old stress. If you don't know who I am, my name is Julia. I love to make wellness and fitness content, and this is The Daily Deets. Let's talk about the cost of this little bad boy, because it matters, and it's not cheap. I have the gold Oura Ring Gen 4, and it's the most expensive ring that you can have. The ring itself is about $500. Then you have to tack on the fact that there is a monthly subscription fee. I know this is all of the drama. Everybody on Reddit is all upset about this because Ultra Human doesn't do it and there's all these subscriptions and it's super overwhelming, and I understand that. But at least the subscription fee is only like $6 a month, so like 70-ish a year. It's not great, but it could be worse. And for me, if this little bad boy is gonna keep me from getting sick and is going to allow me to continue working out without taking off 2 weeks on my deathbed, it's worth the money. So yes, this is an investment. And it's a tiny investment, but it has a big impact. Now, if you're going to get the Oura Ring and you just wanna wear it to be one of the cool kids and you don't really care about the data and what it's giving you, I don't think it's worth the price tag. But if you're like me and you look at the data and you make actual changes in your day-to-day, it's worth every single penny. I have 2 Oura Rings that I hold before you. One was the original Oura Ring that I ordered and I wore for almost a year. Probably wondering, Julia, why do you have 2? Because one of them, she passed away. And Oura Ring sent me a new one. I've been wearing this Oura Ring for a month now. Do you see the difference in color? The original one literally looks like it's silver, because I wore it every single day. It is so crazy if you look at the difference between these 2 rings. But I don't even lift in this ring and it got this worn out. Now, thanks to one of my best friends, Danny, he went on Amazon and he found that you can get this little cover for your Oura Ring if you have a gold one or a silver one and you don't want it to get scratched up. Barely makes it a little bulkier, which was like my concern, but Danny swears that you don't even notice it after it's on. Now, gold is not your only option when it comes to an Oura Ring. There are many different options to select from, and they're all more affordable than the gold one. There's silver, black, matte, they even have ceramic Oura Rings now. But sue me, I'm always gonna get the gold thing even if it's more, because like I said, I got this to wear every single day, 24 hours a day. This is something that matches everything. Let's talk about why I bought the Oura Ring. When I originally got my Oura Ring, I thought it would allow me to potentially not wear a smartwatch at all times. I thought it would compete with my Garmin or my Apple Watch when it came to my workout data and all the insights that an unprofessional athlete like me feels the need to track. But I was wrong. An Oura Ring does not compete with these watches. It complements them. Let me tell you why. My Oura Ring is the only fitness tracker that I wear 24 hours a day. This ring is the only thing that actually stops me in my tracks and makes me reevaluate my relationship with my recovery, my stress, and just my overall body at where I am also in my cycle, because I'm a lady. This ring is not for motivation, it's for awareness. The main reason I think you should buy an Oura Ring is for sleep and recovery. As much as I would like to say that I wear these watches 24/7 and I sleep in them, I don't. But I do always have my Oura Ring on 24 hours a day. Now, Oura claims to track a lot of things, but the only things that I personally actually pay attention to are my sleep score, my readiness score, my HRV, especially after a night of martinis, and if you tie all of that up in a bow, long-term trends. What surprised me the most about wearing my Oura Ring was seeing how 1 or 2 crazy nights on the weekend impacts the rest of my week. It was a harsh reality facing how even 1 martini can completely throw me off for a day or 3. How late night workouts really negatively impact the way that I personally sleep. And even how stress and potential sickness is detected way before I find myself knocked out for 5 days on the couch with a fever. I'm not very good at listening to my body. I ran the London Marathon with 2 torn hip labrums and a stress fracture in my femur in excruciating pain, and I didn't stop because I just thought, man, this is just what running a marathon feels like. So I don't really know when I need to stop because I was raised in a house with my amazing father who was in the Navy. And since I was a kid, I was just kind of taught to push through things. And now I don't really know when I need to pull back. But this ring has changed that. When I wake up in the morning and I have a poor recovery score or my HRV is all messed up, I read the little tips that Oura has to tell me and I change my behaviors that day. So maybe that means that I'm not going to go lift legs if my recovery is really low. And I decide, no, I'm actually just going to go for a walk and pull back. That's why I'm wearing this. It's supposed to give me data that's actionable. When you actually ingest the data and change your behaviors, I promise you, you will live a much more healthy and balanced life. Something that's interesting about this ring is it will tell me that I need to slow down days before I absolutely crash and burn, okay? Now that I'm actually listening to the Oura Ring and I'm pulling back, my life I'm feeling a lot better. Now the real star of the show when it comes to the Oura Ring is the sleep. Sleep is where Oura shines. And in my opinion, outshines every single other wearable out there. Not because it's perfect, because there is no perfect wearable, but it's consistent. This ring actually makes me care about my bedtime routine. It reminds me that I need to start winding down. It's also made me realize different bedtime routines that help me with my recovery and just like overall chill out. My Oura Ring automatically syncs with natural cycles, and this is my form of birth control, which is very controversial. I know. A lot of people are like, well, my friend got pregnant or not, my friend just blah, blah, blah. Listen, what you're doing behind your closed doors is none of my business, okay? I use it, I log my period, I log my symptoms. If I'm starting to feel crazy, and if I go in the Oura app and then the Natural Cycles app and it's like, well, your cycle's coming, you're not crazy, you're just a lady. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better. I like this for tracking my cycle. It also tells me when I am ovulating, and I actually got some ovulation tests because I'm going to track if the data that I'm getting in my Oura Ring and Natural Cycles is actually spot on with my ovulation. Now, of course, I'm obsessed with the fact that I can wear it 24 hours a day. I love what it gives me for my sleep and recovery scores, but there's a lot that Oura offers that I don't love and I don't use. I want to be clear about something that I think is very bad with the Oura Ring, and that is the fitness and workout tracking. It's just not that great. I will not use Oura to track my workouts, mainly because I can't even wear this ring while I work out. One, if I'm lifting weights, the gold on this absolutely gets scratched, and it also messes with the grip that I'm having on the dumbbells or the barbell. So I actually tie it to my shoe. I tie it to my shoe because I still want to get my steps in, because Oura does track your steps, which is great, but I actually still trust my Garmin a little more. I wanted to try it out another workout, so I took a heated Pilates class and it was slipping off of my finger, and I was so stressed that I was going to lose this expensive ring. And it's not a GPS tool like my Apple Watch or my Garmin, but it doesn't have to be. As much as I love my Oura Ring and I wear it every single day, like I said, this is not my first Oura Ring. My original Oura Ring completely kicked the can at about 12 months. The battery wouldn't last. You would put it on the charger and it'd last for like 15 minutes. So that is the tea and the drama, but that bleeds into a completely different conversation about the battery life. Initially, when I got my Oura Ring, and I have this Oura Ring, I'll charge it maybe every like 4 to 5 days. But towards the end of the year, my ring completely, like I said, she gone. She passed away. But luckily, Oura over chat knew exactly what the issue was, and they sent me a ring that I got literally in 2 days. I'm assuming that this is a larger problem that they're working through, but another positive is their customer service was excellent. And if you watched my last video, this bad boy lasts way longer than my Apple Watch, which I do love, but she is a tired girl, okay? Something else I noticed about the Oura Ring is if I'm walking on an incline at the gym, because it's literally 2 degrees in New York City right now, my heart rate on the Oura app says it's like 70, where my heart rate on my Garmin is hovering around like 110 or 120. Oura Ring measures your heart rate best when you're resting and you're sleeping. It uses infrared PP sensors on your finger to get your heart rate, whatever that means. So if you're trying to do zone 2 or to track your heart rate for any type of training, I would rely on your watch for that. So after wearing this ring for a full year, this is my honest review. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it so much that when this baby was dying, I was freaking out because I thought I had to buy another one. Because I literally was like, what am I gonna do without my Oura Ring? Where I let my watches die. But if you want something that's purely for the tracking of the workouts, this is not the thing for you. The biggest question that you should ask yourself if you have any wearable is, if you lost it today, would you panic and rebuy it tomorrow? Even with the big price tag, it's a yes over and over and over again. The Oura Ring, in my opinion, it gives you the data and insights to understand your body so that you can decide every day, every morning, if based off of how you feel internally and the scores that you're getting over time, if it's a day where you need to push or you need to pull back. I think that this ring is a powerful tool if you're training for an Ironman, a marathon, a high rocks, or if you're getting into working out. But also on the flip side of that, I struggle with a lot of issues. I have Lyme's disease, I have Hashimoto's, I struggle with a lot of unfortunate health issues that I have accumulated along this journey. And then the data from the Oura Ring allows me to check in with myself on a deeper level to avoid burning out and crashing out for days. I would love to hear your thoughts on Oura Ring, Ultra Human rings, any rings that you like or wearables. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you next time with an Oura Ring on, and thanks for watching. Bye.